The Gill family at Renmark and also the Lehman family at Waikerie, both marvellous contributors, not only on field but also off field at both clubs, and great to be able to pay tradition to both families and their contribution to Renmark and Waikerie. And look, here we are at Waikerie today, and Oval's in pretty good condition. Temperature's not too cold outside, but it feels it's... what is it, Lockie?
It's 16 degrees currently, and just looking at the forecast, looks like it's going to hover around that for a bit, but it's going to probably drop off a little bit in the second half.
I'll tell you what it is. It's 16, feeling like minus 16, to be honest with you. There's a little bit of a chill in the breeze. Not much to be shown about it, but where we are up in the com box at Waikerie, it's a little bit cooler. Maybe at altitude it's a bit cooler than it is at ground level.
It could be. This is Fiver and Football for McDonald's Renmark, of course, and you can now get McDonald's Renmark on the Uber Eats app. Both teams out in the field about to take their spots, but not in a thrilling afternoon of footy.
Yeah, look, a good game of footy. We got the undefeated Waikerie Magpies, 2-0, and we got Renmark 1-1, coming off perhaps their biggest defeat for a long while at the hands of the Tigers at home last week. So they'll be keen to bounce back, and Waikerie keen to keep their run going, especially at home. It's going to be a pretty tight game. There's a couple of ins and outs, Lockie, that
sure is
that we've got to look at. Jake Anspat's missing from Renmark.
Yeah, he's out for the Rovers today. Also Kennedy, and back into the side comes Gartree, Lockie Lellman, and Blake Henderson also stays in the side as well. So a couple of changes there for the Magpies. Charlie Hay comes into the side for his first game for the year. Out goes Jared B, a late out. Also back in for the Magpies is Sam Hannaford and Cade Hilton. That's a big one. Out Bradley Calvert and young Stewie Liebeck.
Yeah, and Calvert, we saw him in the first game of the season, was a focal point in attack for the Pies. So you've got to be thinking Jared B, the captain, missing, and perhaps their key forward, although Sean King back into the lineup. You've got to be wondering, with both sides, where's the score going to come from?
It's going to be an interesting afternoon of football, that is for sure. The siren sounds, and we are underway. Round 3, Riverland football on 5RM. Umpire in the middle throws it up, and a good tap from Zach Gartree, well read by Ricky Garrett, and the Rovers go on the attack at half forward, looking for a target. Can't quite drag it in. The Rovers still hot at it, socket inboard, but intercepted straight from Burgermeister for the Magpies. Nubby Norton, through the centre they go.
Yeah, he didn't. The Magpie player did not even wait for the umpire to pay that mark. Straight through the half-back, which is the way they've been playing. Spencer takes the ball at the wing for Waikerie. Handball on. Waikerie going forward, but going forward untidily into the forward pocket, where Brown is first to it for Renmark. Ball held in. Umpire is going to go across and ball it up. I think Harrison Brown, a little bit lucky there. He wasn't penalised because there was plenty of time to shovel that ball out.
This is 5R Riverland football for McDonald's Renmark. Umpire's going to ball that up right in front of us just about, Nobby.
Yep, half back for Renmark, half forward for Waikerie. Through goes Hilton, taken without the ball. Play on, says the umpire. Hilton back on it again. Handballs across to Spenceley, who gets taken high, but umpire says play on. You ducked into that one, Jake. Ball comes out to half-back to Renmark. They try and get out of defence, but this time too wide. Ball out of bounds on the full. Free kick to be taken by Thomas Truscott at half-forward for Waikerie.
Magpies looking to go on the attack for the first time properly this afternoon. Had a couple of bites already. Less than 2 minutes played. Good kick inside 50, looking for King. Spills forward, but Truscott read that one off the boot, and that's through for a minor score.
Probably could have made a little bit more of that, Truscott. Bradley.
Brad Truscott.
Yeah,
that one, yeah.
Had a bit more time than he thought, but snapped it onto the boot. Hey, Lockie, only time I'm going to mention it today. Last time we were down here, we were having a bit of trouble with the white numbers on the Waikerie Guernseys. We would be having even more trouble if they were white numbers today. They're back to the traditional strip, which has a white back with black numbers. So great to see. Although that Anzac Guernsey was a very smart-looking Guernsey, but just numbers are good.
Waikerie have had the kick out, and it's been intercepted straight from the Magpies at their half forward. Short kick inboard to the pocket, looking for King. Tries to muscle his opponent. It's going to get a soccer off the deck. Has that gone through? It's hit the post.
1 point.
Second minor score for the Magpies.
Magpies looking dangerous in their forward 50, and Renmark having trouble exiting it, exiting their defence. Waikerie getting everyone covered across across the half-back line. So no real option here for the for the Renmark fullback. He's looking around. Umpire will call him to play on. Off he goes. It's Brown. He goes short and finds a teammate deep in the back pocket.
So the Rovers just going to hold this one up for a sec. They go short, and that spills out of bounds. We'll get a ball in.
Yeah, nice kick there looking for Morgan Edwards, and he was first to it but couldn't hold that chest mark. So ball in, town side half-forward line, right where the 50 hits the boundary line for Waikerie. They've been inside this area for most of the game so far. Taken out of the ruck by Waikerie. Couldn't get it clear. Out ball comes towards coach Josh Vader. He takes it at half-back, drives Renmark along the wing and doesn't find a teammate. It stacks on the mill there on the centre wing. It'll be another ball up.
This is 5RM football for McDonald's Renmark. The Bearbetter scoreboard currently 2 behinds to the Magpies. The Renmark Rovers yet to score.
It lights on here at Waikerie. It's a bit of a dull day, cloud cover. Ball comes out of that pack. Renmark player takes it, chain of handballs, but this one goes astray. Garrett can't quite get hold of it for Renmark, and the ball goes out of bounds for a boundary throw in on centre wing, town side.
There is a lot of grass between the boundary line and the fence here at Waikerie.
Yeah,
it can be deceiving when you're on the other side.
Yeah, I think the players will be thankful for that come last quarter because they won't want the boundary fall on the fence. In it comes. Waikerie first in ruck for Renmark. Couldn't quite get it clear of the pack. Waikerie come out with it. Comes forward to their half-forward line, but not cleanly. A bit of a Brown in again with the ball. Harrison Brown, Renmark vice-captain, one of their many vice-captains. Couldn't get clear, and the umpire comes in. It's umpire Kasolki says, "I'll ball this one up."
I like it. This is a great ruck duel this afternoon already. Waikerie and Brad Burgermeister. Brad Burgermeister got the first tap, but Waikerie straight into it. Gets a handball away, but it didn't go that far. On the deck comes Jake Spenceley off the deck now, inside attacking 50.
Lovely kick.
Finds King, can't quite mark it. Yes, he can. Umpire says not paid. No, he's going to pay it. All right, a couple of bites at it. Right, we got
on
there.
About the 4th or 5th grab, and it landed on his chest as he landed on the ground, and that's Cade Hilton out there, Lockie, to have this shot at goal. Changed the boot colour today. He's gone from the green ones to the white ones, I reckon, has he?
No, that's Charlie Haig.
Charlie Haig, is it?
Apologies, I thought that was...
new player,
I
number
thought that
3.
was King that was running out for that one, but no.
New player for Waikerie today, making his debut, Charlie Haig. First kick for Waikerie, first shot at goal from a set shot today.
Looks right off the boot.
Didn't go through, ball still in play. Vader comes out of half-back for Renmark. Tries to get it clear, but the ball goes out of bounds without a player touching it. That'll be a last disposal free kick. Waikerie will get a shot at goal here.
So it will be, and it's going to be Hay again.
Yeah, Charlie Haig again. Can he rectify the last... He's had a practice shot. We're going around the corner this time, like we see in the big time.
Sean King just went on the lead, but Hay ignores it. Backs himself in.
Kicks another behind. That takes Waikerie to 3 behinds, leading Renmark yet to score on the Better scoreboard.
Just under 6 minutes played. First quarter, Riverland footy on 5RM. It's going to be Trevor Thorpe for the Rovers that brings it back inboard. Short kick to the pocket and finds Morgan Edwards.
Yep, just the 15. Comes back across, finds Harrison Brown at true fullback inside the defensive square. Comes across to the halfback to Ricky Garrett. So 3 possessions, and they're still only 10 metres out from their own goal. Comes up the wing, short towards Liam Jackson. He's first to it, but gathered up by his Waikerie opponent, Jackson Bruce, and that will be a ball up at half forward for Waikerie.
Umpire says I'll have it. So a cool afternoon, as you pointed out at the start, Nobby.
Burgermeister and Waikerie both up. Burgermeister gets his hands to it, but the ball goes straight to Josh Vader, who can't break free of Cade Hilton. So it'll be a secondary ball up.
Another one again. Good tap from Burgermeister. Found Heusler, but he was stopped in his tracks, and we'll get another ball up just on attacking 50 for the Magpies.
Gee whiz, Hilton and Vader going man for man. This time Vader gets the ball, but Hilton wraps him up. Interesting duel, this on ball from Cade Hilton and Josh Vader.
Very, very dynamic, that's for sure. Back in the ruck it goes. Waikerie and Burgermeister again. Heusler dived on it, and umpire says I'll have it again, and now a ball up just inside attacking 50.
Yeah, lucky to get away with that after diving on it and dragging it in. But he did cop one in the back. Bit going on behind play here with Spenceley and Morgan Edwards. Through goes Hilton, gets it onto the boot. Beautiful kick, and this time he's coming again for his third shot at goal, I think, Lockie. This is Charlie Haig yet again.
It sure is.
Very lively in the forward line.
He's probably got a little bit of height on his opponent, Harrison Brown.
Yeah, strong player too. Very, very well built. Not having a go at his body fat count here because he's just well put together.
So he's going to be kicking this from about 25 out, slight angle. This could be Waikere's first goal of the day, off the boot, and it's just about landed at Blanchetown.
It's the fourth point for Waikerie. They go to 4 points, and actually Charlie Haig's got 3 of them.
Not quite Blanchetown, but...
To Renmark yet to score. So 4 points yet to score. Will these misses come back to haunt them? Ball comes in from fullback from Renmark. Mark taken at halfback. Look, Renmark player looking up. It's, I reckon that was
Morgan Edwards.
Morgan Edwards again. No, it's not Morgan Edwards. I reckon it might have been Brodie Rover. Yeah, there. Yep.
Tackled over the line with Tristan Geeman. I reckon that's his first touch for the afternoon.
Rover coming back here to man up on King. He slipped off him a couple of times there, but King, a very dangerous player. Can't give him too much room in that forward line. Rover coming right back to him now as the ball comes in on the centre wing from the boundary. Throw in. Up goes Garter. He gets a big fist on it this time, but can't clear the pack, and it stacks on the mill. Umpire coming in to have a ball up.
Failed to mention Waikerie Magpies kicking to the town end, the Rovers to the river end this afternoon. Good tap from Garter, inboard with a bit of space, but it was picked up off the deck from Hilton from the Magpies. Handball back into traffic. Loose footy. Now the Rovers are off. They go inside attacking 50. But 2-on-1 and a great defensive mark taken
by Jack Burgomaster. That was Cody Cornelius that drove Renmark into attack there, but he didn't find anyone. Loose kick coming out of defence from Burgomaster. Taken at half forward by Renmark. They square it up. Comes across to Dan Wolford. Thought about playing on, but decided to go back.
I reckon he just...
One step, I reckon
he was on the census date if he was at university there for play on.
Yep.
Inboard and, just Redwell from the Magpies taken unopposed.
Another big mark
Jack
from
Burgomaster,
handballs quickly to Spenceley. He mucks the kick up, goes through to Lockie Lellman. Couldn't pick it up, but takes his Renmark opponent to ground. Out of the halfback comes Geeman for Waikerie. Goes out to the wing, looking for a teammate. No one there. Ball hit the deck.
Dived on it. He's been given in the back.
That's Cade Hilton. He's up, playing on the wing. Looking forward, finds number 24, Sam Chambers, all on his own at half forward. Doesn't waste any time. Gets the ball on, this time to Nathan Rizzatano, who goes and kicks yet another point.
5 behind.
Only 1 more to go and they've got a goal.
Well, lots of team effort goals this afternoon for the Magpies.
5 points, 5 single points leading Renmark 0 on the very better scoreboard.
I'm sure Coach Jackson Sutton would have preferred 5 goals, but a team one will count. Kick out from Renmark, not great. Spills off hands, trying to get it out of bounds. A loose handball. Ricky Garrett can't quite get to it. They're going to try and get this one on the line. Still in play. The Rovers go inboard. Just somehow get out of this one, and they're going to get a ball up. That was Charlie, very lucky.
That was Charlie Goodman who spilt what he should have taken, then went back in to help out and fumbled the next possession as well. A little bit under pressure at the moment, the Renmark Rovers. Waikerie keeping the ball in their forward line. Chain of handballs. Dan Wolford shoots the ball out wide. This time Goodman's got it for Renmark at half-back. Looks up the centre wing. Can't find a teammate. Through comes at speed. I reckon that was Cornelius again. Gets the ball through. Chain of handballs. Across to Vader at half-forward for Renmark. The Renmark coach burns off a couple. Has a shot towards goal. And misses everything out on the full. So this is Waikerie 5 solitary points leading Renmark 0. That's their first entry into the forward 50, and it ended up out on the full from their coach Josh Vader, who's normally a pretty reliable shot at goal.
Yeah, a lot of errors from both sides already. Hopefully they can clean it up.
A lovely big mark.
And there's a mark taken at centre half-back. That's a good bit of play there from the Rovers. Magpies, rather, and Jack Burgomaster, rather. 3
big marks he's taken already at half-back. He's providing quite an obstacle for the Renmark side. Number 2, Thorpe in over it for Renmark. Can't get clear of the pack. Umpire comes in and says, I'll ball this one up. He's having normally it's Geeman doing all the damage at half-back for in the defence for Waikerie, but Burgermeister well and truly controlling the aerial duels.
Jack could be on for a mention in the Murray Pioneer Man of the Match Awards this afternoon. Early days.
He started well as anyone.
He's been in the 5RM Riverland Football Team of the Week the last 2 weeks.
Oh, he's looking like he's going to hold his spot this week, Lockie, if he keeps going like he is. Ball goes up. Neither ruckman gets hold of it. Waikerie tries to come out with Renmark, but can't get clear. A lot of hanging on and a bit like a rugby scrum in there at the moment. Maybe instead of balling it up, the umpire should get him to line up.
Yeah, Spenceley was calling for holding the man, but umpire Kasolki said play on. Probably the right call. I don't think there was too much holding on.
Miller in ruck now for Waikerie against Waikerie. Can't quite get it clear. Renmark get the ball first. The handball comes out. Ball driven forward into their forward lines. Plenty of players front and centre. Renmark player tackled and thrown to the ground quite heavily there. The umpire comes in and says, I'm going to ball this up at half forward for the Renmark Rovers, going towards the river end of the Waikerie Soldiers Memorial Oval.
Yeah, Jackson Bruce there with that tackle for the Magpies. Ball up. It's Heusler that read it, but straight to Lockie Lellman. He goes inside 50 just. Now Stevens for the Rovers gets a loose handball away. The Magpies just soccer it. It's chaos at centre-half back for the Magpies. Now they get a kick away through Geeman and it finds a bit of space. And there's Steve Heusler at left half back who just holds it up for a second.
Yeah, that was more like the Waikerie players play we see off half back. That was Campbell from Hilton to Geeman. Geeman driving the ball out and finding someone.
Ball was King at half forward. On the deck goes Truscott, tries to work it out. And we're going to get a ball up.
Very scrambly game, which is pretty indicative of the pressure being applied by both sides.
Yeah, 13, well, just gone 14 minutes on the 5room.com clock.
5 points, plays no score at this stage. Out comes Truscott, goes short, looking for, and Spencer, he got his hands to it, but couldn't bring the mark in. He turns around, recovers, drives the ball long forward towards Haig, who can't pull it in, and out comes Brodie Rover, who goes wide, finds Goodman out there on the half-back line. He picks up handballs to Morgan Edwards, running out of the defence for Rovers, looking for a teammate on the wing, but can't find anyone. Magpies with the ball.
That's Burgermeister again, Jack. Got a handball to Sam Hannaford. The Magpies now Geeman. He's got all the time he wants. Gets a handball out. Now the Magpies work this one through Ryan Turner. Inside 50, or not quite inside 50, but intercept from the Rovers at half-back, and they really had no one to go to, and it's going to be a turnover straight away. Yeah. A link-up of handballs. Inside attacking 50. The Magpies is at their first goal of the day.
Well, it's equal to a goal. They now have 6
Jesse
solitary
with that one.
They now have 6 points without kicking a goal to Renmark yet to score. And look, this is might be like a soccer game, Lockie. 1-0, 2-0.
And I'd say those 6 behinds all
gettable.
Better than 50% chance of getting. Would you say they were 70-30s?
Yep, ball to Rover at half-back for Renmark. He goes down the line and finds Rhett Perry at half-back. He looks up, drives the Rovers along the wing on the far side, straight to a teammate, all on his own out there, and I think that might have been... thought it might have been Lockie Keynes out there.
Lockie Keynes, under 18s, best and fairest for the league last year.
Yep, back to him again. He drives Renmark into attack. Goes short, gets Katie Cornelius, who drives them deep into attack. Chest mark taken, Renmark player in front, ball dropped short.
That's Josh Vader up forward for the Rovers.
Full forward.
That's a move I haven't seen before.
Yeah, well, before the game, we were doing the preview, Lockie, my question was, who's going to kick the score for both sides today? And I wasn't thinking Josh Vader, but he may be thinking, I'm going to have to go up there and kick the score.
Well, to the Rovers' credit, they've probably got more midfielders than forwards, so Josh might be able to spend a day up forward.
Normally a good kick. He likes
shot.
that. Kicks the first goal of the match. Takes Renmark to 1 goal, 6 points. Leading Waikerie, no goals, 6 points. Scores tied up here on the Berry Better scoreboard at Waikerie.
Yep, and if you are wondering, yes, there is plenty of Corellas in at the Waikerie Oval this afternoon, but good news, Corella control activities will be commencing very soon in this area.
Already have. Funny you should mention, I had a councillor who lives down here come in yesterday and tell me how good it was. There was no Corellas about.
Well,
I think he spoke too soon.
Is it maybe that some workers don't work on Saturdays, Nobby?
Could be.
The Corellas are smarter than you, my friend.
And the mayor left his shotgun at home as well.
I was saying more the lights and sounds that you've been using, Nobby.
Okay.
Ball back in the middle, and it's Zach Gartrey still, but Brad Burgermeister back in the ruck now. Gets a handball. He's holding his own. Magpies work this one through, and they kick it up high to centre half forward. No one can get underneath it. It's going to be taken. No, it's not. And Waikerie Magpies, Kate Hilton spins around, kicks inside 50, but great read of the play there from Brodie Rover for the Rovers and takes a great defensive mark, gets a kick away straight away, and it is
Liam Jackson down at half-back.
Left half-back.
Yeah, normally he plays nearer the goals than this, but having a little bit of a run on the ball. I suspect he's changing with Lockie Lellman. Ball goes up towards Gartery. He positions himself on the wing. Can't pull it down. Through comes Geeman from Waikerie. Drives them forward, but umpire spotted a holding free against Renmark, against Hamish Nunn, who's been hanging on to Lockie Nitschke. He'll get the free kick at centre wing for Waikerie and look to drive Waikerie into their forward lines, but everyone's back now, although Geeman all on his own in the middle, moves off, takes an easy mark. Umpire Golding says, hang on, you haven't gone back behind your mark.
Just on Hamish Nunn, debutant this afternoon for the Rovers.
Ball goes,
so to Charlie Goodman.
Ball goes back across to half-back to Sam Hannaford, colloquially known as Sanford. Chips it across even further to Jackson Bruce. He gets on with it quickly. Waikerie switches to the far side. Drive it forward, looking for Jack Burgermeister down from full back at half forward. Gee whiz, he tackles hard, Jack Burgermeister, but this time it's a little bit high, gives away the free kick. Renmark player with the ball, gets up, shoots it in, finds Morgan Edwards at half-back. He chips it back out on the wing, looking for a teammate, but no one there. They outnumbered. Waikerie drive the ball back into their forward lines, off hands, through to Charlie Haig, turns around, has another shot at goal, and this time, after 4 misses, he finds the big sticks and puts through Waikere's first goal, his first. Waikerie 1 goal 6-12, leading Renmark 1 goal 6 on the Berry Better scoreboard.
The Rovers have done all right to hold on, but the pressure built up that much that the Magpies finally broke through. Some inaccurate kicking early, but the Magpies have now found a little bit of rhythm, and let's hope the Rovers can hold on to a quarter time. 19 and a half minutes played. First quarter Riverland footy on 5RM for McDonald's, Renmark.
I've got Haig down for 1 goal 3, which is 4 shots at goal in the first quarter. Easily Waikere's most dangerous forward at the moment, but not making the Rovers pay.
Covers the ground, and if you look at the Rover lineup, could be a bit limited as to who they man up on him. They've got one Rover on there now.
No, they've got one of your long sleeve. They've got young Lockie Keens on him, I think. Have they?
No, that is Harry Pepper-Georges. The number 56.
Yeah, I was going to say I didn't have that. Oh, yes. Harry Pepper-Georges.
Now, with the turnover of players at the Rovers, there's been some number changes, Nobby, which I like.
Vader back in the middle, takes possession of the ball but can't get clear. So back to the umpire.
The Rovers have 1 set of numbers, which I appreciate.
Yep. Once you got a number, you got a number. Doesn't matter where you play.
To Rovers now. Ricky Garrett can't quite pick this one up. He holds on with it. Had a fair run. Has another bite. Umpire says play on, and it spills out. Player gets a kick away for the Rovers. Taken late, and it's going to be a free kick.
That was Charlie Goodman.
25-metre penalty paid. Charlie Goodman doesn't know it is yet. Now he does.
That was there too. He was dealt with after he got rid of it and actually pushed in the back as well. It's almost a dangerous tackle. Through he goes, drives Renmark deep into their forward lines, but only as far as the big Waikerie defenders, one of them being Sam Hannaford, who tries to come out of the pack with it. Couldn't get clear, got a high tackle though. He will take a free kick at centre half.
Oh no, this has gone to the Rovers.
Has it?
Yeah.
Oh, gee whiz.
Lockie Lellman that's got the free.
Hannaford thought it was his. I was watching him. He's running back. He's still motioning to the umpire. He said, what happened about my neck?
So this to level the scores right on the cusp of quarter time, directly in front, kicking from 30 out. Lockie Lellman, usually a pretty good kick at goal.
Yeah, their second set shot at goal, probably from about only their 3rd or 4th entry inside their 50. And he goes back, makes no mistake. Straight through it goes. Ties up the scores here at Waikerie Oval. Waikerie 1 goal 6-12, tied with Renmark 2-0-12.
The Rovers are taking the direct flight path. Magpies are taking the scenic road this afternoon.
Well, Waikerie winning the inside 50s by many, but wasting their opportunities. The efficiency very much in favour of the blue and white side, the Renmark Rovers, who've had the ball in there about 4 or 5 times. Had only 2 set shots at goal, one from coach Josh Vader and one from vice-captain Lockie Lellman, both of them through the big white ones.
We will go around the grounds very soon at 5RM Riverland football for McDonald's Renmark, but right now back in the middle between the Magpies and the Rovers, and it was Gartery that got the tap unopposed. Burgermeister slipped in the square and Handball link up. Now it's Josh Vader inside attacking 50 for the Rovers. In front, the Rovers spin it around. A little kick to the pocket. It's probably going to spill out of bounds. No, it's not. It's a foot race right in front of the scoreboard. Still in board. Sam Hannaford clears it out. Now to Geeman. And the Magpies bring it out as far as half back. But here is Declan Johnson for the Rovers. Inside attacking 50. Finds Lellman. He got a bit of a push. Mark paid anyway.
Yeah, he was well and truly on his bike long time before his teammate looked around for him. And that was Declan Johnson, like you said, Lockie, in the long sleeves, one of your long sleeve team members, isn't he?
Well, he's got a promotion on the number front. He's got 10 now. He was 33.
Yeah.
That's what happens when a few senior players retire. The number gets moved on at the Rovers.
Lellman lining up for his second shot at goal in the last 5 minutes. Has a go. Just out of his range this time, falling short. The big fella Hannaford knocks it through for a rush behind, takes Renmark to 2 goals, 1-13, leading Waikerie 1-6-12 by a solitary point on the Berry Better scoreboard.
Second lead change of the afternoon after the Rovers took the early lead.
Gee, that
Magpies to claim it back.
That ball out of the middle looked like training drill, didn't it? Like Waikerie to Vader, handball out, Vader then ran on, got the ball back.
Geeman does the kick-out duties for the Magpies. Only gets as far as half-back. The Rovers get their hands on it. Harrison Brown through the middle. A couple of link-ups. Here's Harry Papageorgis. Goes and finds Waikerie, who's got a couple of metres.
Boom.
Kicks from the 50. Has it got the journey? It has, and it goes to the pocket. No, still in board. Taken out of bounds. We'll get a ball in. Players calling for holding the ball, but umpire says I'll have it.
Gee whiz, Renmark Rover Corey Munn got first bite of that. Couldn't quite pull it down. Did I tell you that Corey Munn's a former Marook Kingston Warrior, Lockie?
Well, it's great to see another Marook Kingston player of the millennium out there this afternoon, Nobby.
I reckon every team's got one. We know Uncle Schmicker from Barmer's a former Warrior. And now we got Corey Munn here from formerly Marook Kingston Warriors, now playing senior footy at Renmark Rovers.
I reckon there'd be someone at Berry from Marook as well.
Oh, we'll find them, don't you worry.
It could, you're right. Might be the Magpies that are the only ones out there, Nobby Norton.
We'll find one.
So a ball up pocket for the Rovers, but it won't matter because it's Renmark 2 goals, 1-13, leading the Waikerie Magpies 1 goal, 6-12. This is 5RM Riverland football live from Waikerie. Game of the day. On 5RM, it's the visiting Renmark Rovers leading 2-1-13 at Waikerie at 1-6-12. Nobby Norton, some inaccuracy early from the Magpies, really hurting them now.
Yeah, hopefully it won't cost them it by the end of the game. Hey, goal scorers for both sides. For Renmark Rovers, singles to Josh Vader and Lockie Lellman, a goal to Charlie Hay from Waikerie. Best players for better players for both sides. Vader's had a bit of it. Goodman's been okay off half-back. Morgan Edwards very good. Brody Rover good. Lellman's had a touch of it, and Harrison Brown also in amongst it. For Waikerie, none better than Jack Burgermeister. Kate Hilton's had a little bit around the middle. Tristan Geeman off half-back, and of course Jake Spenceley getting a little bit of it. But and of course Charlie Hay, who's had 4 shots at goal for only the 1 goal 3.
Yeah, and a little bit inaccurate there. Look, a couple from the boundary, but the other few were certainly gettable. Just going around the grounds quickly for 5RM Riverland football at McDonald's at Renmark. It's Barmer Monash with the early lead at the Lakeside. 3-3-21 leading Loxton North 3-1 at 19. And over at Loxton, it's the Berry Demons with the upper hand. 2-2-14 leading the Loxton Tigers 6 behind Snubby Dalton. They've got a case of the Waikerie Magpies.
Well, it's good to see. Berry were pretty good last week, Lockie, only going down by a point to Barmer Monash. Once again, I know you said it last year how even the season was, but it's a pretty even season already in RFL this year.
It sure is. Still early days, but that's why we love Riverland footy on 5RM on a Saturday afternoon. We wouldn't have it any other way. Ball back to the middle, and we're about to get this second quarter underway. Just 1 point the margin if you're joining us for the first time. Renmark Rovers with the lead. 13 plays 12 on the Berry Better scoreboard, and they've got the largest range of portable fridges from Engel and Brass Monkey at Berry Better.
It's interesting, Lockie, to see which way the wind is. There's a bit of a wind, but I think it's coming straight across the ground. Wouldn't really call it a wind, it's more of a breeze.
There it is, second quarter underway, and a good tap from Waikerie, but it was Truscott that ran past it. The Rovers again get a couple of hands on it. Now they go inside 50, this time kicking to the town end. Mark, a bit of friendly fire there from the Magpies, and we've got a player that's on the deck, but he's getting up quickly. He's going to get the free kick there.
Hannaford getting one high there at half-back. He comes out, drives Waikerie out of defence up towards the commentary box wing, but cutting it across there was Gartery. Off hands is Ryan Turner, looks up. Not a great disposal in there looking for Heusler. Ball comes loose, but taken by Renmark and put to the ground. It'll be a ball up. Taken to the ground there by Declan Johnson.
Ball up, another good tap from Gartery. Finds Dan Wolford, drops short of Lockie Keanes for the Rovers, but has all the time in the world. Gets the dish off handball. Rovers running past, tries to centre the footy.
Lovely
take, and Lockie Lellman inside 50, and he'll go back for another set shot, this time probably 35 out of it, kicking from almost directly in front.
A couple of really good possessions here to start this quarter from Toby Johnson out in our wing. That time he disposed of it beautifully. There's only one guy that could have got that. He put it right in front of Lockie Lellman, who could run onto it, and his defender could not get through to get a hand on it. He has a first shot at goal for this second quarter. Drives it long, curls it back. He likes it. His teammates like it, and that's a goal. Second goal for Lockie Lellman today, and third for Renmark. They go to 3-1-19, leading Waikerie 1-6-12 on the Berry Better scoreboard early in the second quarter.
Not even 2 minutes played so far, and a crucial goal to take what is now the largest lead of the game. 7 points, a close one.
Yeah, absolutely. And great bit of play from the winger here. Toby Johnson out on the wing, on the commentary spot wing. Pitted against Ryan Turner, who also is getting a little bit of the ball, but Johnson using it a little bit better. Be interesting to see what goes on here. Not as much out of the middle from Jake Spencer at the moment. He's lining up against Vader as well. So Vader keeps getting plenty of company.
There you go.
Through goes Spencer, gets the handball, this time to Hilton. Hilton can't break free, but he tries a few times, goes wide to the other side where Geeman's out there all on his own at half-back. He takes a bounce, goes up the wing, drives Waikerie into attack.
Looks for a target. That went over the head of Rhett Perry. It's going to spill out of bounds through Heusler. No, it's not. It's still in board. We'll get a ball up right in the boundary on the far wing here at Waikerie this afternoon.
Ball moved quickly, got away from both the Renmark and also the umpires, and that ball was taken to ground. A good call. Up it goes at half forward. No one can quite get it clear of the pack. It's held in under. It'll be a secondary ball up. In comes the umpire for another go.
Charlie Goodman getting more into this game in that one again this afternoon for the Rovers.
I reckon Declan Johnson's having a go too, Lockie.
Yeah, first game for the A grade for Charlie Goodman today. Magpies break out of the pack, couple of handballs. Tristan Geeman finds Spenceley, does a bit of a look away, a couple more handballs. Now they go inside 50 through the right pocket for the Magpies. It's going to spill towards the boundary. Still in board. Brad Truscott trying to shark it in board still. The Rovers get their hands on it. Ricky Garrett walks it over the line and umpire says ball it in.
Yeah, not great delivery in there to Sean King. He had to stretch up and high over his head. Opened himself right up. Fortunately for him, no one was coming through to collect him, but not a great kick to him. He made front position, but not great delivery. Ball coming in. King in the ruck this time up against Gartery, but he's about a foot shorter. And as a result, Gartery gets his hand to it first, but couldn't get it clear. So it'll be now a ball up at inside the Waikerie forward 50.
Lovely tap from Gartery. Got a second bite at it, and the dish out already in front of Declan Johnson. Couldn't quite pick it up, but then he does. Gets it out to Josh Vader, who goes to right angle kick through the middle. Finds Dan Wolford. He tries to break away from his opponent. Charlie Goodman now for the Rovers. Gets Lockie Keanes. Taking a bit of ground here. Young Bonner gets his hands on it, finds a couple of teammates in Toby Johnson, but it could be a turnover here and a couple too many handballs locked up right in front of us.
I was just about to comment that I thought Renmark were handling the ball a little cleaner, and all of a sudden fumble, pressure's back on from both sides. Ruck right in front of us, Keanes against Burgermeister. Burgermeister, big punch towards the Waikerie goals. Can't get clear. Through comes Spenceley onto a loose ball. Handballs across the middle, finds Geeman. He drives Waikerie deep into attack looking for King, but King can't get there, and out it comes, this time from Trevor Thorpe to Ricky Garrett. Garrett comes wide and finds Toby Johnson at half-back for Renmark.
He's getting more into this game as well.
Yeah, playing well.
A lot of new names for the Rovers in 2026.
Yep, Thorpe carried on, received the ball back on the wing.
I was going to say that's not a new name, but...
No, I'm thinking there's probably possibly Renmark's youngest player kicking it to their oldest player. Lellman starting to have an effect. Comes up the wing, takes a contested mark, looks across the middle, finds Goodman all on his own. He handballs off. Handball comes back to Lellman. He's under the pump here. Could feel it coming, but gets out of the tackle. Goes back to Ricky Garrett. Looks wide and finds Papageorgius on the wing. Takes the mark for Renmark.
Just holds it up for a second. We're going to concede a bit of ground off the left, but finds Harrison Brown. They thought about the full switch, but then thought against it.
I think they're trying to drag the Renmark players up. You can see Spenceley in the back play. Now they can go over him. Through, not quite over him. Dropping in and taking the mark was Taron Brock. That's what they were trying to do, was bring the Waikerie defenders up so they could get over them. Handball across half back. Miller shoots it in short, finds Spenceley. He runs on up the wing. Miller looking for it back. Now, Waikerie having a crack at keeping hold of the footy. He goes across into the middle, but only finds Ricky Garrett. Takes an easy mark, takes a bounce, runs forward, dishes off the handball to Jackson. He goes back to Garrett. He goes wider again for another handball, this time to Dan Wolford. Lines up the big white sticks, but kicks a point.
That would have been goal of the day for 5rm.com, but it was a behind.
Yep. Renmark 3-2-20, leading Waikerie 1-6-12 on the Berry Better scoreboard. Well into the second quarter.
5RM footy for McDonald's Renmark, now on the Uber Eats app. Tristan Geeman taking the kick out for the Magpies. Finds a target and a lovely mark taken wide on the boundary line. I reckon that's Potts that's taken that one.
Yeah, come down off the wing, shoots it across, gets Hilton, Cade Hilton at halfback. Takes a chest mark. Handball back to Geeman, running through. Another big kick out of halfback. Lovely pass, but his teammate couldn't quite drag it in. That's King. Couldn't get clear. Well tackled by his Renmark opponent. It's not King. King's up forward. I can see him.
We'll find out very soon.
I reckon it might be Heusler, is it? Working back.
No, I don't know. Ball up it is. Morgan Edwards there taking with it, but umpire says I'll have it. No prior opportunity.
I've got my eye on him, Lockie. I'll correct myself as soon as I can.
A couple of new players for the Magpies this year.
Yeah, it's number 9. It was Jackson Bruce.
Of course.
Yep.
Hugh Hilton, the handball over the head to nowhere. Nearly got a teammate and actually does get Truscott. He was tackled by Dan Wolford, spilling to the boundary line. Both teams wanting it over the line. Umpire says, I'll have it.
Yeah, Brad Truscott getting hold of the ball, but quickly tackled, handballed in front of himself, went back to get it, was impeded a little, but not enough. Umpires are playing this on, which is good. This time, Truscott, Spenceley tries to get the ball out. Can't get it clear. Be another ball up. That might have been Truscott again, actually.
Yeah. Brad Truscott, 27. So, umpire Kasolki balling it up on the far wing. Gartree again for the Rovers, but lovely tap there from the Magpies. But it's the Rovers through Ricky Garrett. Breaks his teammate, opponent, has a bounce. Now drives it inside, attacking 50 to the hot spot. They all fly up, spills over the back. It's a foot race. Jackson for the Rovers. Can he get there first? He can, but he was soon pushed over the boundary line, tackled over the line. What's the umpire going to say here?
Ball in.
Okay, I don't know. I thought it might have been a case for a late tackle, but it wasn't.
Nice chain of handball off halfback from Renmark, and they got an easy entry in with plenty to look at, but Waikerie were up for the task across halfback.
Ball up. Spenceley read it. Gets it to Hilton. Hilton, a booming handball to a bit of space, but straight into Ricky Garrett for the Rovers. Now Lellman tries to shake his opponent. Gets a handball off.
Goodman gets it in high.
To the pocket. Still in play, off hands. Burgermeister to Spenceley. Spenceley taken high. That's a 3.
How many of them do you reckon he gets a game, Lockie?
Hey, yeah, it was a few.
Yeah. I'm not saying they're not there, just how many does he get?
Loose kick into the centre square. Magpies are off if they can get this one away. Hits the deck over the back. Brodie Rover. Yeah. Lovely bit of work there. He was outmanned, but now the Magpies go on the attack, and I reckon that's Risitano running inside, attacking 50. Gets the handball off, and that's a goal. And the Magpies score their second of the game. That's Charlie Hay again.
Yep, Charlie Hay with his second goal, and Waikere's second takes them to 2-6-18, trailing Renmark 3-2-20 on my scoreboard, but not on the scoreboard here.
Charlie Hay, the only goal scorer for the Magpies this afternoon so far. Rovers with 2 goal scorers, Lellman with 2, Vader with 1.
Yeah, that was good pressure by the Pies across the middle. Forced that ball loose, and they had players running in a line. Had the Rovers well outnumbered there, and all Hay had to do was hold his position in the goal scorer and wait for the ball to come to him.
Great bit of play there from, I reckon it was Risitano.
Yeah, Ryan Turner was on top on the wing, drove it forward. He's got a new opponent now. He's got Charlie Goodman on this side on the wing. So we know how Renmark rotate their players. I think they sort of rotate 3 wingmen. So having a spell at the moment is Toby Johnson, and their wingers do rotate.
Lovely jump in the ruck there from Waikerie, but it was the Magpies that got their hands on it first. Now inside 50.
Jesse Potts out there.
A handball. Spenceley's got to break tackle 2 players here, and he manages to lock it down. Great bit of work there from Jake Spenceley. Ball up inside 50.
Yeah, getting plenty of it, Jake, and starting to be an effect on the game.
Ball up, just inside attacking 50 for the Magpies. Waikerie for the Rovers, clears it out, finds Lellman, kicks it to a bit of space. Lockie Keane's going to run onto it. A good battle here between him and Sam Hannaford. A foot race to the boundary line, a very slow one at that. Good tackle, but Hannaford gets a kick away. It was almost like a tape was in slow play then. Yeah. Remember the old VHS when you had the extra slow play?
Yeah, Hannaford got it on his boot, but it tumbled out of bounds.
Am I seeing something, or is this slow? Anyway.
Lellman to take the resulting free kick. Here he is, Keynes.
It was 4 big men that had to run 100 metres, Nobby. That's what it was.
Yeah, Lachlan Keynes here on the wing. Broke free of Hannaford this time, but he's only got Hannaford to kick to. He's got his direct opponent, puts it up in front of him. It's almost like they're playing end-to-end, but behind him is Jack Burgermeister for yet another defensive mark. Taken up the wing by Waikerie. Chain of handballs. Hilton comes clear, chips it. Well defended there by Goodman. Punched away from Turner. Out of bounds for a boundary throw-in. Having a fair game, Charlie Goodman.
12 and a half minutes gone. Second quarter Riverland footy on 5RM for McDonald's Renmark. We'll go around the grounds again very soon.
Yep. What have we got here? A 1-point lead at the moment to the Waikerie Magpies. To the Renmark Rovers. Ball comes out. Miller tried to get hold of it. Lellman with a chain of handballs. Gets it back. Looks up. Lovely pass to his teammates, which is Hayden Stevens. We've seen him before in a Tiger Guernsey. He's normally across half back. Here he is playing centre half forward.
The former Loxton Tiger.
Yeah.
Not too many that have made the trek from the Tigers to the Rovers, Nobby, over the journey.
Boom, gives it a ride right up towards the 10-metre square for Renmark. Ball comes loose to Vader, can't get clear. Tries again, handballs, but the ball doesn't come out of the pack. Comes to 45 now. Oh, hit the post. That was Blake Henderson. He was trying to kick the goal of the day, the 5RM football goal of the day, but could only hit the big upright. Takes Renmark to 3-3-21, leading Waikerie 2-6-18 on the Berry Bitter scoreboard by 3 points. Geeman brings it out a halfback, goes up the middle for Waikerie. Chain of handballs. Once again, taken high was Jake Spenceley. I reckon that's the 3rd for today already, and we're not even half time. Handball back to Geeman, goes out towards the wing, gets to a teammate, but through comes Morgan Edwards. 1-on-2, beats them both. Tries to get onto his boot, but could not get a disposal. So has been caught holding the ball. Good duel out there. Waikerie player getting up, limping.
That's Risitano, and he's not looking too good. He's going to try and take the kick, is he, or is he just going to handball off to Spenceley? And that's what he's done. Spenceley running past, gets it on quickly to Tommy Truscott, who goes inside. A booming kick inside 50, but it's 2-on-1. The Rovers are going to got the numbers here. A soccer that went to nowhere. That was an airy. You wouldn't see that at Augusta National.
Yeah, Trevor Thorpe trying to hold his opponent off the ball, let his teammate pick it up, but his teammate wasn't up for what Trevor was doing, didn't go in after it. Big thump out from the ruck contest, but Waikerie come out of the pack with the football. No, they don't. Wrapped up again, this time by Harry Papageorgius, who gives it back to the umpire, throws it up 20 metres out from the Waikerie goals. Big thump clear by Waikerie. Can't get it to a teammate, though.
They dive on it.
Waikerie player first on it, but tackled.
Sam Chambers in there for the Magpies having a dip this afternoon.
That was Nash Andrew that took that ball there for Waikerie. This time, Renmark tried to come out with it. Renmark player pays for a high tackle, but the umpire said, you ducked, you are holding the ball, and that was Declan Johnson
who
ducked the head looking for the high tackle, but was penalised.
He dived on it, and I think he was waiting for the whistle. And
this looks like Charlie Hay for yet another shot at goal.
Umpire Golding said, play on, until it wasn't.
This is Charlie Hay lining up for no, it's not. I can see Hay.
That is Sam Chambers.
Sam Chambers. White boots just like Hay. Boom, lines up from a set shot and misses. Sticks running to the left there. Signals 1 point only. Takes Waikerie to two goals, 7-19, trailing Renmark 3-3-21. Tight game.
On the 5RM Berry Better scoreboard, the Rovers bring it out, broadcast wing.
Goes to Garrett at halfback, takes a mark. He's starting to have an influence, the Renmark vice-captain, doing a fair bit both ends of the ground. Not much to go to here. We'll have to come down the wing. No, it goes short. Gets Rhett Perry at halfback, probably only just the 15 metres. Looking up to the big fellas along the wing. No, decides to change play. Goes back to Rover. Closer to the Renmark goals. Now he looks to come back to Perry, I think. No. Down the wing. Finds number 9, Morgan Edwards at a halfback for Renmark. They've had 3 possessions here and they're back in the same spot.
Just watching the Magpies bench here, and Risitano's gone into the room, so I don't think we'll see him this afternoon. But I could be wrong.
King up on the wing, gets a possession. Geeman tries Gardery, strong play, takes the ball, looks for a teammate. It's Keens, he can't quite get it clear. Geeman, handballs, King, another handball for Waikerie. Ball comes out towards Dan Wolford, gets it up. Umpire standing right there and said that was come up a little bit too quick, that quick that you must have thrown it, and he did. He's paid for a throw. This time taking the free kick is Jesse Potts right here on centre wing. Goes on the left foot, shoots it forward for Waikerie, but picks out a Renmark player, halfback Brodie Rover, all on his own. He comes across, finds Dan Wolford, starting to find a little bit of the ball, Dan.
Bit of a reset to where we were just before, so Dan Wolford just holds up for a second, just waiting for a bit of movement. He's got Goodman calling for it in the middle, but decides to go down the line to a contest. Gardery the target. He couldn't mark it. A great punch over the line from Taryn Brock, and that's gone out of bounds, and there's a little bit of a scuffle on. A
little bit of niggle.
Niggle, yeah.
That was about 10 possessions, and it's the first time Renmark have got it past centre.
Yeah. Bit of feeling in this. It is the Gil Lehman Cup, of course. The Rovers have had the last couple.
Yeah, 2 points of difference too. That makes it a little bit more interesting. Through comes Declan Johnson, picks up the ball from it, drives them forward as far as
Stevens.
Hayden Stevens. He couldn't get clear. He's been pinged for holding the ball here, or incorrect disposal.
So a free kick is going to go the way of
Jack Burgermeister. He's having a great game for Waikerie. He's crouched down, gets the handball off to a teammate, comes back towards Brad Burgermeister, punches it clear. Ball to Stephen Heusler. He tries to get Waikerie forward, but only as far, cut off by Morgan Edwards. Shoots it out to Ricky Garrett. He goes down the middle in the forward lines. Vader takes it off hands. Handballs over the top for an absolute soda to Blake Henderson. He kicks a goal. Takes Renmark 8 points clear. Renmark 4-3-27, leading Waikerie 2-7-19.
An 8-point margin here at Waikerie this afternoon. Round 3 Riverland footy on 5RM from McDonald's Renmark. Blake Henderson there, probably the easiest goal he'll get in his career.
Yeah, absolutely.
Dish over the top from Josh Vader, and young Blake still celebrated like it was goal of the decade, so it was good to see.
Yeah, good footy from Renmark. They used the ball well across the middle. Couple of handballs, were prepared to run and carry the ball. They really have denied Waikerie possession for the last 2 or 3 minutes.
Locking it down when needed. 19 minutes gone, half-time approaching. Lovely tap backwards from Gartrey, but I don't think they had the code right because there wasn't any players to pick it up. And we've got Heusler just down behind here. He's about to get up off the deck.
Free kick going to number 26, Ben Smith, who's held without the footy when he tried to break through the middle. He'll take the free kick from right in the middle of the ground.
Heusler staying out there for now. Gets the kick away to Brad Burgermeister. It drops short. He just wheels around and boots it inside 50. They all fly up. No one able to take a clean mark. Johnson for the Rovers gets a handball off, hits the deck, a bit closer to the Waikerie goals. Kicking to the Riverland umpire says, I'll have it. A ball up, 15 out.
Yeah, any loose balls hard contested here at the moment. I was watching Charlie Goodman go in for that, and he put the hip in first. Right thing to do, hip to hip. Wasn't going to bend over the footy with his head until he had fair chance of getting hold of it.
Ball up went nowhere. Nash Andrew with it, but a ball up again. Taps over and finds Morgan Edwards with a bit of space, who kicks it out to centre wing, but intercept mark from Spenceley for the Magpies. Goes quickly inboard. A couple of link-up handballs. Decides to not kick it to Geeman, but they've got a loose player on the far wing, and that is
Miller.
Cade Hilton.
Miller taking that mark and getting it across towards Hilton.
Chambers, that's a mark. A couple of bites at it. It was a push anyway, but the mark was there.
I thought he might have got one in the back anyway, but he did it. Play on straight away. Goes across, and that's Potts on his left foot. Doesn't miss.
Great bit of play there from Sam Chambers, who took that very courageous mark and then dished it off real quick. A couple of link-ups, and the Magpies kick goal number 3. Margin back down to 2.
Goal for goal here at the Waikerie Oval at the moment. It was interesting play there, Lockie, because Spenceley came back on from off the bench, took an uncontested mark, moved it straight across the middle, involved Craig Miller, out it went. Mark taken at half forward by a Waikerie player who was helped pushed in the back. Potts burst straight past him, took the handball and didn't miss on his left foot. Great bit of play there. Perhaps I'm thinking the 5RM football goal of the day.
Well, I was going to say that was probably mark of the day from Sam Chambers there. A couple of bites at it.
Out it comes in the middle again. Renmark trying to get the ball clear. Renmark player taken. That was Josh Vader taken without the footy. Gets up. Tries to get on with it quick and get Renmark into attack. Comes wide looking for Keens, but cut out by Chambers, drifting back off his wing. Cuts out the forward. Takes a mark at half back. Looks up. Shoots it across looking for Nash Andrew. Takes a mark right here at half back for Waikerie in front of us. He's looking around for an option. Can't find anyone loose, so he'll go down the line into the Waikerie forward line.
With a little push out there from Declan Johnson, but it was King that managed to drive through the pack, gets it to Brad Burgermeister, inboard to Spenceley, who was straight into Declan Johnson. Will get a ball up.
Yeah, tackled very, very hard and very firmly there by Johnson. Front on. Ball goes up, half forward for Renmark. Burgermeister in ruck. Comes through again, this time taken without the football, threw his head back, but it wasn't a high tackle he got this time. He got a tackle for not having it, essentially. I got him down for 5 free kicks already, Lockie, and we're not even at half time.
Inside attacking 50, spills over the back. The Magpies look dangerous. Benny Smith, can he shark this one? It's now outside 50. Magpies still somewhat with control, but Declan Johnson took the game on.
Taken
and
high.
He's going to get a free kick here for taken high.
He's having a good game too, doing as much as he can out to Wolford. Wolford shoots it wide. Out here all on his own is Lelman. Looks up, shoots it forward, but cut out by Jackson Bruce from Waikerie, playing across half back. Almost not worrying about his opponent, just trying to zone off the ball. Ball comes through, Nash Andrew can't. Out wide, Renmark player tries to get it free. It is Toby Johnson back onto the ground, back onto the wing.
Papa George is there before doing a great bit of work.
It's Cody Cornelius, actually. A lot of 40s in the team, Lockie. There's 5 40s.
And a couple of 56 as well.
Here he is again, Cornelius. Can't get clear. Ball held to him. Be another ball up by the umpire here on centre wing.
Mentioned earlier, the Rovers have numbers 1 to 60. You get a number, and that's it for the season, which I love.
Renmark 27, playing Waikerie 25 by 2 points here. You're right. Your number's your number.
That's it. And when some senior players retire, Decky Johnson was pretty quick to get the number 10.
previously 33, Decky Johnson, which confused me a bit. Comes short this time to Morgan Edwards. Also getting plenty of the footy. Drives it down the wing, but drives it too wide and out of bounds on the full.
Yeah, unfortunate there from Morgan Edwards. But 24 minutes gone, you'd think this quarter would nearly be done. And the Rovers with the advantage by 2. 27 plays 25 on the very better scoreboard. Ball back inboard for the Magpies. A bit of a push out there from the 56 of Papa Georges. It's going to be the Magpies.
Ryan Turner. He's starting to get a fair bit of the ball on this wing, Lockie, and being a factor for Waikerie, drives them long and forward.
Yeah, on the switch, very attacking. Oh, great mark taken, Brody Rover, for the Rovers inside the centre square. And the Rovers are smart. They might be able to wind the clock down here. Turnover. Magpies inside 50. It's 1-3. The Rovers with the advantage. They take the game on, and Well, tell you what, it's on for young and old out there. Rovers now trying to let this one in.
That's Toby Johnson out
again. There. Spenceley went to play on quickly, but umpire says you've got to take it back.
Johnson's been penalised for holding the ball there. And that is Truscott Bradley getting the free kick on the other side.
It was a wild set of events for that one.
Yeah, chips it over. Gets a teammate. I reckon it's Potts again out there.
That's Geeman.
No, it's Geeman, I can tell, because he didn't kick it with his left foot. Oh, lovely mark over the top, almost by Hilton. Couldn't bring it in. Ball goes to ground. Pack on it. Waikerie player comes out. Cross to Truscott. Cross to Nash Andrew. Goes onto his right foot, and that's a goal.
And that's the goal of the day for 5rm.com so far. The Magpies take the lead back by 4 points. 4-7-31 plays at Renmark. 4-3-27. This is 5RM Riverland football for McDonald's Renmark.
Yeah, Nash Andrew covering a lot of ground. He was up here on the wing and at half-back. Finds himself at half-forward. Takes a loose ball, ducks through a couple and snaps truly.
You know, woke up this morning and I didn't know what I was going to expect this afternoon at the Gill Lehman Cup at Waikerie today, and I'm glad I rocked up here now because we've got an absolute thriller. I mean, I wouldn't not rock up, Nobby, let's be honest, but I'm glad we're here.
I was expecting a contest with Renmark coming off probably their biggest loss in recent times, and Waikerie, we've seen them already once this year. They're up and about, undefeated on their home deck. I thought that you're going to have to beat them fair and square to get past them. Up it goes again. In ruck, Burgermeister and Gartery. No one can get it clear. Gartery trying to get his hands on it. Waikerie, handball out. This time Hilton tries to run around a couple. Goes back out wide to Geeman on that wing, on that half-back flank. Shoots the ball back towards Lockie Nitschke. He gets tied up. Penalised for holding the ball. Umpire plays advantage. Oh, a lovely bit of defensive play there by Bruce. Gets his hand on it and stops it from easy mark. Ball comes back. This time Edwards in the van but couldn't take it. Nice spoil there by Hilton. There it is, and the score at half-time is Waikerie 4-7 leading Renmark 4-3. A 7-point margin, is it?
That is a 7-point margin to my calculations. 4-7 plays at 4-3 on the Berry Better scoreboard. This is 5RM footy, a big second half to come right here. We'll go around the grounds. Leading Renmark 4-3-27. Lockie, when it was my name, alongside me as always is Nobby Norton. And Nobby, what a contest we have this afternoon.
We certainly do, Lockie, and I was about to say Renmark Rovers, the benchmark of the comp for the last 4 or 5 years. Waikerie are taking it right up to them here, leading by 4 points at half-time, 4-7-31 to 4-3-27. Goal scorers for both sides. For Waikerie, a single goal to Nash Andrew and to Jesse Potts, 2 to Charlie Hay. For Renmark, 2 to Lachlan Lorman, 1 to Vader and 1 to Blake Henderson. Better players for both sides. For Waikerie, I've got Jack Burgermeister, Jake Spenceley, Cade Hilton, so they're the normal names. Jesse Potts flashed into it. Ryan Turner's been solid. Tristan Geeman off half-back. Sam Chambers had a bit of it. And Sam Hannaford holding up the defence. For Renmark, Charlie Goodman's had a good game. Morgan Edwards, Declan Johnson. Brodie Rowe's been solid in defence. Lachlan Lelman with his 2 goals. Ricky Garrett and Dan Wolford around the middle of the ground. My question mark here for you, Lockie, is we've watched them, both teams, for a half now. Waikerie have key forwards, one in Charlie Hay. They also have Sean King. They're missing their big fella today, but they have key forwards there waiting for them. And I think with Renmark, their goal scorers, Josh Vader, Lachlan Lelman with goals, and Blake Henderson, they're not really displaying a key forward. I know they have Lachlan Keynes, but he's pretty much a solo effort there, and the big Waikerie defenders around him aren't giving him much room. So I'm thinking Waikerie are more likely to kick a winning score here than Renmark.
Yeah, I'm thinking Renmark are holding on to this as long as they can before they throw Brodie Rover up forward. At the moment, they've got him down back, and I think he's holding up a number of Waikerie forwards. He's pretty good at both ends of the ground, but I reckon if it comes to 15 to go and the game's there to be won, they're going to roll the dice and put Rover up forward. But we'll wait and see if that happens.
Good call, Coach Winnell.
That's what I'd be doing anyway.
Yeah, I'm waiting to see where they line up this half, but no, that's a good strategy. I'm looking at Hayden Stevens, who we saw at the Tigers last year, and he played a lot of his footy across half back. I'm wondering whether He's playing on half forward today, and I'm not sure he's a forward. I'm wondering whether perhaps they roll the dice now and start him at half back and push Rover forward. But it'll be interesting to see. Maybe they'll look to leave their ruckman on ground, although we know Renmark have got a habit of rotating players. They rotate themselves from the bench. I'm wondering whether the play is to leave Waikerie resting at full forward.
See Nathan Rusitano back for the Magpies as well. He did go off with a ankle or foot injury in that second quarter, so he is back. Looks like he's good to go. Just looking at some other matchups around the ground now.
Yep, no change to the Renmark forward line. Keens and Stevens both going forward, and Rover at the key back position. So no change there.
Lelman and Jackson are a handful for opposition teams, but not the tallest attacking forwards.
And I think the reason Rover's had to stay back there is because he's got King, and King's yet to kick a goal. So he's doing a good job on him.
Here it is, second half, about to get underway. Umpire Golding in the middle. Sorry, Kasolki puts it up, and that is Waikerie with a lovely tap. Spenceley calling for holding on, but umpire says play on. Josh Vader has it for the Rovers, and umpire says I'll have it.
Good contest between Spenceley and Vader. Spenceley trying to rough him up a bit. Vader trying to take him out of it with the ball under his arm.
Another ball up, just right of the centre circle. Spenceley tried to shark it.
Through goes Vader.
Vader, lovely bit of desperation. He's going to get the free.
No, he's been pinged
for
incorrect disposal. Hoisley takes the free kick from Waikerie. Instantly drives them forward. Ball knocked out this time to King and Rover. King too clever for Rover. Uses the body, protects the ball, and takes a chest mark inside the 10-metre square. Plays on straight away and misses the lot.
Wow.
He was inside 10 metres, could have gone back and had an easy shot for goal, played on and missed everything.
I reckon that's the best birthday present Brodie Rovers had. It's not his birthday, but it could have been because he got away with that.
So King remains goalless, although he should have had that one easy. I would have fancied myself kicking that one, Lockie.
Kick out has made it as far as half back, but umpire says I'll have it. Brad Burgermeister there, unable to reel it in.
And anyone who watched me play would perhaps remember the 1-goal 8 I kicked one day at Loxton North. I could never find them.
Would have been windy though. You got an excuse.
Ball comes out to Toby Johnson. He's wrapped up on the wing by Hilton. It'll be a ball up here at centre wing.
Good contest at Riverland footy this afternoon. That is for sure.
Up it goes. Ruckman at it, Waikerie, Burgermeister. Through comes Hilton, punches it towards his goals. Ball comes wide, handball on to play. Chain of handballs, comes out to Toby Johnson on his left foot, goes forward, but chopped out at half-back by Bruce for Waikerie. He'll now send him out of attack, out of defence. Stevens almost not getting much of the ball at all at half-forward. Through the ball goes onto the wing, chain of handballs, comes across, wrapped up by Dan Wolford, wraps up his opponent.
Jack Burgermeister there. I'm wondering, the Magpies look as if they're throwing a player loose in defence as soon as there's a ball up. So there would be a Rover loose somewhere, but I just can't seem to find them.
Round the ball.
Yeah,
they've got their extra player around the footy. Waikerie got their extra behind it. In this case, Tristan Geeman, and we know how dangerous he can be off half-back.
So they've got Geeman and Burgermeister sort of floating loose in defence, which isn't ideal.
No.
But the Rovers going with a different strategy. I'm just looking at that defence lineup before on King.
Yeah, I'm not sure I'd leave Jack Burgermeister loose. I'd be more inclined to leave Geeman there because he does so much damage with his kick.
Magpies now from the ball up, trying to move it out, but they get about a metre and a half, and umpire Kasolki says I'll have it. Broadcast wing right in front of us, Riverland footy on 5RM.
Yeah, the Waikerie player sitting right there at half-back. Ball comes, handball. Vader tries to get it out to Thorpe. Thorpe now outnumbered, 2-on-1. Waikerie going through. It's Truscott. Gets it, comes back for it, but the ball gets smothered. Thorpe not picking it up. Ball still in play here. Hurried over the line, off the hands of Vader. Will be a boundary throw in between wing and half forward for Waikerie, going towards the town end, leading by 4 points.
Footy on 5RM from McDonald's. Renmark. Hilton coming past, but he couldn't quite take it cleanly. Gets a second bite. Tom Truscott works through traffic, but that's going to go out on the full. And we'll get a kick to the Renmark Rovers and Rhett Perry deep in defence.
Yeah, looking to cross it, but no options. Waikerie have shut him down across the ground. He'll have to come down the line. Comes back up towards the centre wing. towards Jack Burgermeister. Can't pull it in. Through goes our gun, Ricky Garrett. Gets the ball under one arm. Almost like he's screeding off a bit of concrete there, holding off someone.
I'm not sure who's tagging who here, Spenceley or Garrett, but Spenceley loose around the pack now.
Oh, lovely play by Hilton.
Back around, but that is the worst kick I think I've seen him kick before. Nobby, that's out in the full, so...
Yeah, lovely play. On his tippy toes, back turn between two opponents, but when he slammed the ball on the boot, he slammed it into the car park.
Yeah, not ideal. So it's going to be Trevor Thorpe, the left back pocket for the Rovers, gets his kick away, drops short of Morgan Edwards, and now the Magpies go on the attack. Kate Hilton beams it inside 50, couldn't quite mark it, was Hay. The Rovers trying to scramble this one out. Ricky Garrett, a couple of bites at it, gets a foot onto it, clears it a bit more distance. Now Declan Johnson, he ran over it, dives on it, stacks on, spills out a little bit. Umpire says, I'll have it. The Rovers got out of that one just.
Yeah, neither team able to get a clean possession here. And when they do, they're wasting the ball with the kick. Although that wasn't a bad kick from Hilton forward. His teammate just couldn't wrap it up. Through goes Declan Johnson. Can't get it. Liam Jackson hands on it. Declan Johnson hands back over it. He's penalised for holding the ball. Out comes Spenceley with the ball. Caught for holding the ball. King works his player under it. Comes back after it. First band back to it. Tries to get it out for Waikerie to have a crack at goal, but they can't. Ball bottled up. Will go up again. Now, I know that wasn't a free kick to Spenceley. He earned that one by the tackle, but that's his sixth free kick today.
Nobby Norton on the stats this afternoon. 5 footy. Out of the pack. Soccer, no, but it doesn't matter because Brody Rover was there for the Rovers to beam it out, but it's gone straight to the Magpies, and this is going to happen while the current matchups are in play. Oh, crunching bit of play at centre-half back there. Ricky Garrett.
Who's hurt himself.
Got his hand onto it. Loose footy now in the centre square. We'll keep our eyes on it. He's getting up off the deck. Now loose in front of Kate Hilton. Couldn't quite reel it in. Now he can. Gets a boot onto it. Kicks to the square, but caught.
It's almost like he
napping almost.
Almost like he got that lead from Brody Rover and found him.
I reckon Charlie Hay was doing his shoelaces up when that ball came in because he got up very quickly then and Brody Rover didn't wait for him. He got the mark. So Renmark have cleared this out to the far pocket.
Johnson on the far side, Declan. Oh, turns it over straight to his Waikerie opponent. Must have been touched off the boot because the ump's called play on. He's now going to ball it up.
Benny Smith there for the Magpies, getting a bit of it this afternoon.
Everyone up and about. All manned up, although Waikerie still with that player behind the ball and Burgermeister. Through goes Ricky Garrett, gets it onto the boot. Drives Renmark forward, but they can't take the ball. Here we go, through with the chain of handballs. Stevens handballs out wide to Wolford going past. Wolford finds a teammate out wide, Lelman, who overruns the footy, gets a terrible bounce. Back it goes. This is Hilton again. Gee whiz, he's getting plenty of the ball, isn't he?
Steve Heusler flew up for it, but
unrealistic attempt. I'm not so sure. He got his hands on it, didn't he?
It could have been mark of the year if he cleaned that one down. It's a free kick going to the Renmark in defence.
It sort of looked like a bit of a kung fu move, but he did get his hands to the footy. Ball goes wide this time.
Turnover straight away.
Taken by Sam Chambers out there, I think, Lockie, with the white boots on.
I'll double check in a second.
Goes.
Brings it inboard, or not inboard, but
nice mark taken in the middle of the pack there, this time by Potts, I think, at half forward for Waikerie. Will go back and have a shot at goal. He'll kick this from about 49.5 metres out.
Magpies doing some rotations. Nash Andrew back onto the field. I reckon that was Ben Smith coming off for a rest. Inboard kick.
Simple.
Charlie Hay.
Yeah.
Unopposed almost, and he's taken the mark. About 45 out of it, kicking this from.
He sort of got to the position, stopped, and then the ball came.
Yeah, really did catch the... Yeah. I think the Rovers were just thinking that Potts was going to take a shot.
Yeah. But here we have Hay, who's kicked 2 goals today. 2 goals, 3, I think, Lockie. And 3 of the points were at this end. So he's had a bit of trouble down this end. 1 goal from 4 scoring shots. Can he make it 2 from 5?
An important kick, to say the least.
Lines up deliberately. Umpire moves to the right. Taps his chest for another behind to Hay. Takes Waikerie 2. 4 goal 8. Is that the first score for the quarter?
4-8. To my calculation, it is.
To 4-3-27. So a 5-point margin to Waikerie here, and that's the first score of the third quarter. Ball comes out of Renmark's half-back line from Charlie Goodman. He's had a fair bit of it today. Can't find a teammate. Through goes a Waikerie player, head down, and that was Lachlan Nitschke, and he has earned the free kick for a high tackle, which is fair enough. Shapes the handball to Spenceley running around, but quickly with him was Declan Johnson, cut that play out.
Nitschke straight down the line, but straight to the Renmark defensive players.
That cleared the head of his teammate.
Trevor Thorpe, so he's just got no options here. He's getting told to move it on. Tries to go short, but it's gone straight to the Magpies.
And that's Brad Burgermeister taking the mark at half forward. Centres the ball across to Spenceley. Takes an easy mark. Looks for Hilton. Boom. Knocks it on quickly. Clever play by the young fella. Overlapping is Brock. Shoots the ball forward and finds a teammate on the chest, and I reckon this will be Charlie Hay yet again. Getting plenty of the footy, just not hurting him on the scoreboard.
Good lead, good mark, and that's when he's most dangerous, when he can get right out in front. I think the one-on-one stuff, Brodie Rover's probably got his match, but on the lead out in front, really hard to stop.
Yeah, especially with delivery like that. That was a wonderful kick by Taron Brock. Only one bloke could get that, and that was Charlie. That was his teammate.
So kicking from 50 out on a...
Missed his last shot.
30-degree angle, you'd call it.
Yep. Can he correct his previous error?
Nearly runs straight into the man on the mark, and I think he's hooked it to the left. It's dropped short. They try to soccer it over, and it's a behind.
Rush takes Renmark to 4-9-33, leading Waikerie 4-3-27. A one-goal lead to the Pies.
That equals their biggest lead of the game, which they had early in the first quarter.
Renmark switching the ball around in their back lines, back inside their defensive square again. Comes out to Lelman, who's come down from the forward line, shoots it out onto the wing for Renmark, looking for, but not quite getting, his teammate Declan Johnson.
So if the Rovers got on, then they had Josh Vader in the 50 on his own. Taron Brock was running as fast as he could to get back there.
This is Potts again at half forward, turns around, looks for a teammate and finds, put it down. That was Charlie Hay yet again. But this time he put the ball down. Ball over the top of the head of Charlie Goodman. Couldn't pull it in. Stretched up for it, but couldn't pull it in. So some errant disposal here from both sides.
Wayward kicking from both ends.
Yep.
Still in Magpies attacking half, centre half forward.
Magpies leading 33-27.
But umpires called a free, and it's going to go back the other way. So
Truscott.
The Magpies will get a free. They'll be able to reset about 70 out. It's going to be Brad Truscott that's got it.
Yep.
Got it. Spenceley's running past, but he just ignores that.
6 points the difference here at Waikerie Oval. He goes in, and all on his own. Charlie Hay yet again. It's about to line up for his third shot at goal this quarter.
I think that was a bit of a ploy there. He led to the right and then ducked back left at the last minute right into a big open space and took a mark pretty easy. I think the Rover players got a bit caught out there and went to where they thought it was going to go.
Yeah, Spenceley coming from the ground for a rest to be replaced by Ben Smith.
So this to extend the Magpies' lead, a kick directly in front.
He's had 2 goes already this half. All he needs is one down the middle. This quarter, I mean. Boom.
Ball's on the way. He turned around as soon as he kicked it.
Missed again. Umpire's blowing the whistle here. What's going on?
Okay.
He's reversed it completely. So he no score at all.
Right. I reckon he may have been a bit frustrated with that kick and voiced his opinion, and umpire says, sorry, mate, that doesn't count.
Ball comes out to the wing to Toby Johnson from Renmark. He looks up, goes back in, finds a teammate, which is Ricky Garrett there at centre half back. He can't find anyone. Streaming past his Rover. He chips over the middle, finds a teammate on the wing. They've got the run on here. They've got the extra player. Morgan Edwards chips it over, finds Trevor Thorpe coming up from half back. He moves it quickly too, goes in the middle. Dangerous spot. Renmark keep the ball. Grabbed high this time was a Renmark player. Waikerie becoming a bit frustrated here. And a bit of language. Papa Georgius will get the 25-metre penalty. An unhappy Waikerie player there voiced his disapproval to the umpire, and that was Thomas Truscott, I think.
I reckon Lockie Nitschke was in there too. So, lovely kick from Papa Georgius inside 50. Finds Lockie Lellman unchecked, and he's going to go back for a shot on goal. 30 out, directly in front.
Has kicked 2 today, Lockie Lellman.
This is a very important kick. nearly 14 minutes played. Third quarter Riverland footy on 5RM.
We'll level the scores if he steers this one through. Team changes on the Waikerie bench. Just rotations. On comes Samuel Trandaful and Nathan Rizatane.
Lockie Lellman doesn't
straight
miss.
Through the middle from Lellman. That's his third goal for the day. And Renmark's fifth. They go to 5-3-33. Level with Waikerie 4-9-33. What a game, Lockie.
Oh, this is a thrilling game, Riverland footy. We've had a couple of rippers so far this year, and this makes it the trifecta. Riverland footy on 5RM from McDonald's Renmark, now on the Uber Eats app. It's Macca's delivered your way.
Clever use of the ball there by Harry Papageorgiou. Looking up, finding a teammate in a much better position and not hesitating to just chip it across. And why wouldn't you? Lockie Lellman, a great kick for goal.
Absolutely. The Magpies have got Craig Miller back into the ruck. Truscott's in there. Ben Smith's in there.
So what have they done? No tools forward. They've left their forward line as is. Up goes Garter. He can't get the ball clear. Through comes Bradley Truscott, but wrapped up by his Renmark opponent. The umpire says, I'll throw it up again.
Magpies have got King in there as well to get a bit of the footy.
Yeah, well, he's had trouble getting his hands on it today. Socked out by Dan Wolf. It's forward to Keane, who can't pick it up. Big fella bends over. Hard at it. Everyone in there over the footy. Ben Smith goes in with it, but the umpire says, I'll have it, thanks. Umpire Golding, he's going to ball it up at half forward for Renmark. Through goes the Renmark ruckman Garter. He gets the handball out towards, I reckon that came out towards
Dan Wolford.
He's had a much better game since quarter time. He's a bit slow starting, but he's been all over it since.
Sean King was the one that wrapped him up. He's got another bite at it, but Truss got out the back of the pack now. Loose footy. Got a bit of a scramble going on for this one. King gets a handball that was smothered. Now back on the deck they go. Umpires called high, and it's going to be a free to the Magpies at half-back.
Ben Smith, handball straight to King.
Away, yep.
He shoots it out wide here and finds Jackson Bruce. Had a fair game at half-back, Jackson Bruce.
Geeman running past for the hands, but ignores that. Poor geezer. He's done about 10 of those today.
And he's such a good kick-off half-back. Oh, this is a bit of a 9-9. Goes forward.
Straight down.
Lovely mark there by Charlie Hay yet again. Shoots it out wide, looking for Hilton on a long lead. He spills a chest mark. Goes back, gets it. Dodges, weaves, gets past his opponents.
Oh, he hasn't.
Plays on.
He hasn't.
No, I reckon that's gone out of bounds, has it? It's hit the point post. No, it's behind.
Score.
Gives Waikerie the lead by 1 point. 4-10-34, leading Renmark 5-3-33. 1 point game here on the Very Bitter scoreboard.
Lead changes are plenty this afternoon. The ball comes back in, but it's the Magpies that get it back in their hands. They've picked up a free here. Player's been taken high. They're going to get it at half forward. That's going to be Tom Truscott.
Yep. Truscott boys both getting a fair bit of it, but wasting it a little bit. Pass goes Geeman looking to kick a goal. He has a shadow kick at goal. I reckon he was well within range and he fancied himself from there.
Tom Truscott goes back, just hooks it to the left, to the hot spot. They all fly up, and two Waikerie players go and clunk it together. But the mark's been paid.
It's been paid to Ryan Turner.
Turner's got it, so Charlie Hay was the other one that had his hands.
No, he's been paid it.
What, do they get to choose who gets it? Righto. Okay.
Man in front, even if it's your teammate.
Righto. Poor Ryan Turner there. I thought he took the mark. Good mark.
I'm almost thinking that just because they're from the same side, if they've shared it, does that really mean they've marked it?
Well, true. I'm with you. So, a very important kick now.
His fourth shot at goal for the quarter. This time he makes it. He's pretty happy with himself. I reckon that's his third goal for today, and I reckon he's got 5 points to go with it.
Takes Waikerie back to the lead. They lead by 7 on the Very Better scoreboard. 5-10-40 leads Renmark 5-3-33. Magpies still yet to break the shackles completely. The Rovers are holding on.
Bit hard done by there, Ryan Turner. I thought he marked that, to be honest with you. And I'm sort of thinking, with the way Hayes been kicking at goal up until then, he might have been better off letting Turner take it, although he has had a lot of practice shots.
Very true. You can read the wind. Speaking of, there is absolutely none here at Waikerie this afternoon. The sun is out, and it's a lovely afternoon of footy on 5RM for McDonald's Renmark. Back to the centre we go. 18 and a half minutes played. Three-quarter time's getting close. Truscott again through there. Now King trying to break the shackles. Handball was checked. Renmark got their hands on it, and now we'll get a ball up in the centre again.
Yeah, Trevor Thorpe right up there. He's running with Stephen Heusler, so he's right up into the middle. This time Guthrie gets it. Through goes Vader. What a play. Onto the boot, straight forward, but unfortunately for him, cut out by Jack Burgermeister. He's been solid in defence for Waikerie today. He will now drive Waikerie out of defence, up the wing.
Players wrestling for the ball, drops short, a couple of handballs, Waikerie in control just. Incorrect disposal, paid, free kick to Renmark, play onto the cool. Hand out to Papa Georges on the far wing, inside attacking 50, punched out of bounds.
Lovely spoil there from Sam Hannaford from the Sanford. Got his big long arm in there, punched it to the boundary line.
He's got a motor, that's for sure, Sam Hannaford.
He's a bit quicker than you think for a big fella too,
Gets
isn't
to
he?
the contest. Yeah. Waikerie really outnumbering Renmark on height and bigs, as you'd call it in the coaching game today.
Not only does he read the ball well, but his first 2 or 3 metres are as quick as anyone's. Ball comes out. This time through goes Ricky Garrett, but he can't break free.
Still inside attacking 50 for the Rovers. 20 minutes played, a ball up, 40 out, and the Rovers go.
Big fella's up. Keynes this time in ruck. Couldn't get free. So that means Guthrie must be sitting in the back play somewhere. Yes, here he is in the middle of the ground. Up they go again. This time out comes the ball. Straight out to Renmark, but they can't get free. Brad Truscott ties up the Renmark player.
Yeah, it was Jackson there.
Yeah, it will be another ball up.
Renmark are getting to the right spots around the contest, but Waikerie are close enough to him to wrap him up.
Big.
Lovely tap to a bit of loose ground. Can it be taken? No, it can't. Burgermeister for the Magpies bombed it out, but it was smothered. Now Taryn Brock brings it broadcast wing to a bit of space. Rizzitano back on the field for the Magpies now. Tries to shepherd it. Gets Tommy Truscott. He was wrapped up. The calling for holding the ball, but umpire says, I'll have it out of bounds.
See, I think that was holding the ball because he'd taken 2 steps, but it had prior. But unfortunately, the ump couldn't see that. His back was, the player's back was to him. Been good umpiring again today, Lockie. I've been impressed this year by all the umps, the games we've been to. King in there, can't get it clear. Play on. In goes Dan Wolford, can't get clear. Gets wrapped up.
Just seeing Rizzitano there, he was tackled again and he was limping a bit off that. I don't think he's 100% since he's been back for the Magpies.
King working it over the ball. Boom, throws the player to the ground. That was fairly. Didn't bang his head. That was Hamish Nunn there, wrapped up by King. Up goes again. Can't quite get the ball clear, Renmark here. Waikerie can, but tackled and taken to the ground. Didn't get a chance to get rid of it, so it'll be another ball up. That time it was Nathan Rizzitano trying to break through. There we go.
Three-quarter time. Waikerie 5-10-40 leading the Renmark Rovers 5-3-33. A big fourth quarter to come right after this. 5RM Riverland Football. It's your home of Riverland Footy.
Footy's home.
Seven 5-10-40. Renmark 5-3-33 for the Gulliman Cup. Just quickly around the grounds this afternoon at the Lakeside in Barmera, Loxton North 8-9-57 leading Barmera 6-7-43. And at Loxton, it's the Tigers that are up 5-10-40 leading Berry 5-6-36. And Nobby Norton, the game that we are at, an absolute ripper.
Yeah, it certainly is. It was pretty much a arm wrestle that quarter. Waikerie extending their 4-point half-time lead to a 7-point lead at the three-quarter change. Goal scorers for Waikerie, Charlie Hay with 3-5 on my board. Potts with a goal, Nate Andrew with a goal. For Renmark, Lachlan Lellman with 3 goals, Vader with 1 and Henderson with 1. 7-point margin to Waikerie is the biggest margin we've had at a break. Renmark led by a point at quarter time, Waikerie by 4 points at half time, and now by 7. I keep coming back to that point. I can't see where Renmark are going to get the winning score from, and Waikerie just keep fighting away. Good players for both sides. Just quickly, Spenceley and Hilton have been great for Waikerie. Jackson Bruce off half-back's been good, and of course 3 goals from Charlie Hay and 8 or 9 shots at goal has been very, very, very helpful to them. For Renmark, Edwards, Johnson, Rover, Lellman, Wolford are all been in amongst it.
Back to the middle it goes. The fourth quarter underway. Riverland footy on 5RM. Umpires called it back and will go again. Was that a 6-6-6 or was that I'll ball it up again?
A warning, so maybe a 6-6-6.
Back to the middle it goes again, and lovely tap from Waikerie, but it's going to be the Magpies through Ben Smith, then Spenceley that get their hands on it. He turns around and kicks up forward, spills off the chest of Brad Truscott, but it finds Tom Truscott, who bombs it inside 50. A big lead, handball back inboard. There's Chambers for the Magpies, and that has gone out of bounds.
I don't reckon it's going to make it to the boundary line, is it?
It was almost following the boundary contour. It did spill out of bounds in front of the scoreboard, just.
It'll be a kick to Renmark, being the last disposal. Truscott to Truscott. I forgot to mention both the Truscott boys in my best players list for Waikerie. They've been very, very influential, particularly Brad, but also Thomas has had his moments.
So umpires called some free kick. Let's come back and play a little bit. So,
it's another free kick, seventh free kick today to my man Jake Spencer. I think he's been held without it. Well, hasn't it?
Well, he's getting a lot of attention.
Wasn't his free kick at all. Where's it gone now? I'm confused. You're confused. Umpire talking to the boundary. It's back where it was taken, where the kick was taken.
Hang on, and it's been overturned. So It's going to be... The ball came off the boot of Sam Chambers for the Magpies, Waikerie, but now the free kick is going to Waikerie.
Yeah, something must have happened there that we have to go back and check the replay. Round comes onto his right foot for a check side. It's missed to the right.
Tom Truscott with that had the free kick. So how that happened, we'll never know, but...
It's a point. A handy point takes Waikerie to 5-11-41. To Renmark 5-3-33, an 8-point margin. Ball comes out to Morgan Edwards. Had a great day. He chips along the half-back line, gets Harrison Brown. Renmark working their way forward, but ever so slowly.
Rovers are going to have to start to roll the dice soon. Harrison Brown straight down the line. Waikerie the target, but...
Lovely mark almost by...
Paid in front, not paid. Spenceley now reads the crumbs and umpire calls a ball up. Broadcast wing. That
was Ryan Turner. A good size wingman. He can take a good overhead mark.
So ball up right in front of us. 5RM Riverland footy from McDonald's Renmark. Garrett who got there first, but umpire says I'll go again.
Renmark a little bit predictable around the stoppage too. Even when Waikerie wins, he wins a fair percentage of them. It's normally Garrett or Vader. This time I reckon Vader's the one he's looking for.
Both ruckmen.
There is Vader, gets the handball out but can't find a teammate. Over the top comes the footy. Through goes Spenceley, doesn't take the ball. Garrett comes through with it, goes towards the boundary line. It'll be a boundary throw in right here in front of the 5RM football. 5RM McDonald's, sponsored by McDonald's Renmark commentary box.
Yeah, it's a good one here at Waikerie. We love it. Some of our best 5RM footy memories have been here, Nobby.
No one back behind either ruckman or the hit up here.
Umpire's going to... No, I thought the umpire might have called a second ball in then, but they didn't. It's still loose in the footy. Heusler got a loose hand out to it. Young Renmark player on the deck there with it, and he'll go again.
That's Wolford there. Yeah, still no one in the corridor there. It's wide open for both sides here from centre wing. Pushed under it was Waikerie by Brad Burgermeister. He got the hit out, but only went as far as Tyson Bonner. He's sporting the family hairdo.
Good to see. So ball up, still broadcast wing. Waikerie and Burgermeister. Gartrie's going to get the free kick. He wasn't
sure.
Held.
He wasn't sure.
I think it's probably a 60-40 split on that one, but obviously they thought Brad was the one that impeded more. Inboard to Johnson. Declan. The Rovers have got a bit of space if they can get on with it. Now it's found Bonner. Got Morgan Edwards screaming for it on the side. Loose handball. Finds a teammate. They wheel around, kick inside, attacking 50 for the Rovers. The first time this quarter. Spills forward. Kate Hilton for the Magpies. Clears it out. Good set of hands to Taryn
lovely
kick. Finds Geeman at left half back, and the Waikerie Magpies will reset, as we've seen all too often this afternoon.
He's no fuss and steady, Taryn Brock, and he doesn't never turn the ball over. He uses it every time. This time over the top of King, but running through easily was number 24, Sam Chambers. Gets the handball to Spencer, who gets it to King. King uses the footy up forward, and I reckon this is Hay yet again, Lockie.
That it is. The number 3 for the Magpies, his first game this afternoon. for the year for the club.
Yeah, and I think that's the reason that they brought King out of his normal forward post and come up onto the ball for a bit of a run to give Hay even more room. And I've got him down for 3 goals, 5, Lockie. And he might have missed a couple others or not made the distance. I wouldn't mind betting this takes his shots at goal into double figures today.
I'm not sure how Harrison Brown's ending up being his direct opponent this afternoon, because the matchups aren't quite right for Renmark there.
No, they haven't been able to certainly curb Charlie Hayes' possession rate, but he's sort of fluffed it a bit himself. This time he's starting to get his groove up, didn't quite make the distance, punched out. Out comes Truscott, couldn't get it clear. Renmark take the ball, try and get it out of defence, but can't get it out of there. Another ball up at half forward, right in front of the scoreboard, a scoreboard which reads Waikerie 5-11-41, Renmark 5-3-33, 8-point margin to Waikerie Magpies on the Berry Better scoreboard.
Yeah, 6 minutes played. So thanks to McDonald's Renmark. Now on the Uber Eats app. We'll go around the grounds again this quarter. Some big games happening in round 3, Riverland footy. Good one at the lakeside, it would appear.
Yep, what's the score there, Lockie?
We'll check in again soon. It was the Panthers locked north of the lead at 3/4 time. Still inside attacking 50 here for the Waikerie Magpies. Can the Rovers clear it out from Renmark? They can. Now a couple of link-up handballs. They're going to get it up to these.
Nice kick and a nice mark taken.
Vader wastes no time. Gets off the deck. Goes inboard. He's going to have a bounce or kick it. He kicks it quickly. Finds Jackson in the middle. He's got a bit of time. Just holds up. And he's getting told to move it on quickly, because this is where Renmark are more dangerous. If they let Waikerie set up in defence, probably haven't got much chance. Dan Wolford now still outside 50. The Rovers need a goal soon. They trail by 8. Gets told to play on. Goes to the right pocket. And a great mark taken by defender Tristan Geeman, running with the flight of the ball for the Magpies.
Playing right into Wakerie's hands, just moving the ball slowly and giving their bigs a chance to get behind it. Geeman drives it up the wing. Ryan Turner yet again on the wing.
I reckon Harrison Brown lost that in the air there, because he was trying to find out where it was. So inboard kick it goes. And
this is Bruce.
Yeah, he's had a pretty good game.
Solid game. I would say the next goal is so important. If Waikerie get it, Renmark can't run them down. If Renmark get it, they're back in it. But so this arm wrestle is all about this next goal.
Harry Papageorge is back on for the Magpies. Rovers.
He goes straight to Turner.
Also Cornelius.
And he's taken the role of matching him up rather than playing on him. Through goes Truscott. Kicks it forward. Out comes Ricky Garrett. The old 1-2. Doesn't get it back. Papageorgius comes back on it. Gartery handballs to a player who was under the pump. It was Dan Wolford. But fortunately for him, he was tackled before he got hold of the footy. So he gets the free kick goes short again, comes out to Bonner. Sporting that is a family do, isn't it?
It is. He's been given the task of standing on Brad Truscott.
Here we got Rover coming further up the ground. That time it's Morgan Edwards who's had a solid game. Chips it across to Trevor Thorpe. This is not helping him going so slow at the ball. Tapped on the arm and gets away with it, Smith. Handball comes out into the middle towards Wolford. He gets hold of it, but taken to the ground. Be a ball up right in the middle of the ground.
If you're Renmark, do you throw Hayden Stevens in defence now and get Brody Rover or someone up forward? They're going to need a target soon.
Well, the problem for Renmark is, and when you watch Stevens, he doesn't move. He doesn't run forward patterns. I don't think he's a natural forward. He's just standing still at half forward, filling up a hole. It'd be better if he come up onto the footy.
Because he's a solid defender.
Yeah. Too right.
Half forward for the Magpies. Speaking of Stevens, he gets a tackle. But now it's Spenceley for the Magpies. He gets kick off half-back, drops short of Sam Chambers.
Oh, lovely handball.
Truscott. The Magpies are off. Hoisler drops short.
Stevens in defence, gets hold of the footy. Unfortunately, doesn't dispose of it correctly. 25-metre penalty coming up here. Renmark player not giving the ball back, knocking it on. This will be very pivotal in this game as Stephen Hoyt is inside his range. He knows how important this kick is to his team. Leading 5-11-41 to Renmark 5-3-33. 16 shots to 8, twice as many goal shots. Heusler goes back and steers this one through the big sticks. And that, Lockie, even though there's a fair bit of this game left, to me, that could be the sealer.
6:11:47 Waikerie leads Renmark 5-3-33 on the Berry Better scoreboard. The Gil Lehman Cup could be changing trophy cabinets at the end of this one this afternoon.
And now, if they hadn't already thought about it before, now is the time for Renmark to roll the dice.
Yep. It's, even in the ruck, put Archery at centre forward. Don't worry about winning the ruck contest. Just back your midfielders to win the loose footy, because that's what they're good at. I see they've got Josh Vader put himself on the ball. He has. So the coach is on the ball. You've got.
Who's he put? Yeah, there he goes forward.
You've got Dan.
There he goes. Rover's gone forward, has he?
All right. They must be listening in. That's good to hear. 5 RM footy from McDonald's Renmark.
It's Lelman.
Magpies now loose inside 50.
Truscott Thomas getting that one out.
There just looks like there's more Magpies than Rovers this afternoon. Ricky Garrett out of defence. Gets it.
Here he goes.
Gorgeous. Now Garrett gets it to Vader. Vader puts the Rockets on. A loose handball. Intercept from the Magpies. Benny Smith for the Magpies couldn't quite take it cleanly. A couple of drop catches, and it looks like we're going to get a loose footy again. Craig Miller for the Magpies had all the time in the world and finds a loose player, and Kate Hilton on the far wing. He gets it out to Spenceley, and the Rovers have let the two midfielders for the Magpies go, and there's Heusler unchecked just outside 50.
Lovely kick.
Kicks it inside. No one able to mark it. Front and centre. Rovers lock it in.
The two contrasting styles, and you're seeing it. Renmark don't trust themselves to kick the ball in the forward line. They're trying to run it in.
Yeah.
Because every time they kick it in, it's coming back on the rebound and hurting them.
They're coming up to the 12-minute mark. Fourth quarter Riverland footy on 5RM. Ball up.
14-point margin here in favour of the home side. Waikerie leading 6-11-47 to Renmark 5-3-33 on the Berry Better scoreboard.
So ball up, still inside. King 50 for the Magpies.
Can't come out of the pack with it.
Umpires called a free to Renmark. All right. Can they take an opportunity here?
And that is Toby Johnson tries to come out with it. No, yes it is.
Harry Papageorge.
He's had a fair last quarter here. Got a bit of it out to Bonner. He takes it on the half-back line. Looks up, shoots it in, gets the ruckman.
Gartry inboard, yes.
Trouble is, it's all their possessions are behind centre. So struggling to get it forward to centre.
I'm looking up forward now for Renmark, and they've got
one-on-one.
That's Lockie Lelman as their key forward on Taron Brock. That's probably not a bad matchup for Renmark.
Key forward, he's their only forward at this stage.
Yes.
He is a key forward. You're right. You were right in both counts. Ball comes out of half-back from Renmark, goes up the wing, over the top. Gartery gets hold of it, tries to get out of the pack. He's holding the ball.
The problem for Renmark, though, they need someone at centre-half forward that can take a pack mark.
Free kick to Spenceley for the holding the ball. He earned that one. That's his 8th free kick today. So ball comes out to Keynes, but cut off by a Waikerie player.
Josh Vader off half-back takes the game on. The Renmark coach has a bounce. Gets a nice Shepherd. Has another bounce. Thinks about left, then goes right inboard.
Oh, lovely kick. Made Bonner come back to the footy. Not Bonner, sorry, Hamish Nunn.
Oh, here we go, and the Rovers have taken a mark inside 50. Liam Jackson, he races back because he knows time is ticking. This is an important kick directly in front.
They need more than just this one.
But this is when Renmark can go inside 50 when they go fast. As soon as they stop, no hope. Ball's on the way. Looks good.
Jackson likes it. Takes the margin back to 8 points in favour of Waikerie. It's 6-11, playing 6-3. So 8-point margin to the Waikerie Magpies. Ball comes back in the middle. Is there time, Lockie?
I think, yes, there is. Fitness could be a big one, and you know what? I reckon I'd back Renmark's fitness over Waikerie today. From what I've seen of the Magpies this year. I'm not saying the Magpies aren't fit, but I know the Renmark boys are very fit.
Now, Jackson is an X-factor, isn't he, in this side? So he's kicked that goal. Can he kick another?
It's an important kick.
So it was the coach that brought that ball through the middle, took everyone on, used it well. Up it goes again. Gartery up. First hand on the ball, but out comes Spenceley with it. Drives Waikerie into attack towards King. He comes up over the back. Can't get it clear. That ball was with Sam Chambers, who tried to pull it in, but his teammate came over the top, and it'll be a ball up at half forward for Waikerie.
It was King who was coming in like a freight train. Ball up. Chambers tried to run through it, couldn't.
Here we go.
The Rovers are off. Dan Wolford off half-back. Looks for it.
Oh, what a mark.
Intercept, Nobby, and what a mark.
From Jack Bergmeister. Has not made a mistake all day. Finds Spenceley in the middle all on his own. Getting far too much latitude all day, Spenceley, hasn't he? Used the ball well. Finds Hilton. It's almost the same thing. Spenceley, Hilton. Where do they go next? Back to Spenceley, perhaps?
Hilton now inside attacking 50, and
lovely
taken.
Kick. Truscott. Thomas Truscott this time.
Now, this is an important kick, this one.
Oh, sorry, it was Hay. Handballs it back to Spenceley. Dodges round one. Dodges round another. Drills it forward, but it's a behind. Takes Waikerie to 6-12-48, leading Renmark 6-3-39. A 9-point margin for the Magpies. Change on the bench. Miller off. Burgermeister back into ruck.
That's Brad. So the Rovers bring it out through Brody Rover.
Burgermeister straight up, couldn't pull it in. Jack Burgermeister with it. Had a great game, Jack. Drives them forward yet again. Punched away by Rover, couldn't get it clear. Renmark players sort of taken on with the ball. Heusler, big last quarter from him, kicked a goal. Hilton, plenty of time. Looks up, uses it. Who's he find, Lockie?
Jake Spenceley. He could find a postage stamp with no other stamps around it on an envelope, Nobby, if that makes any sense. He finds the space.
What is an envelope?
I don't know.
What is a postage stamp?
They cost a few bucks these days, I'm told.
Yeah, but Spenceley and Hilton, both key movers and shakers for Waikerie, and
so
have probably been the difference between the two sides, to be honest with you.
So a kick just inside the 50 for Spenceley. Comes in, gives it a roost. It's
misses
looking
to the
left, and that's a minor score.
Another point. Waikerie 6-13-49, leading Renmark 6-3-39. 10-point margin to the Magpies as we well and truly tick out time here in the last quarter.
17 minutes gone. The Rovers need something special now. Off halfback.
Oh.
That was Papa Georges, who ran straight into an opposition player.
Umpire says, I'll have it. He had no opportunity to dispose of it once you grabbed hold of him. Plenty of players around the footy. Sunshine shining brightly out there. Lights are on too, so it's all going on here at the Waikerie Oval. Another ball up at half forward for Waikerie.
A good crowd in at Waikerie as always.
Yep.
Gil Lehman Cup.
Bang, out it comes. Who should get it? Spenceley. Not really interested in getting rid of it. This time a free kick against him. Don't worry, Jake. It's 8-1 your way.
Ricky Garrett there with the tackle now. The Rovers have gone on the switch. Harrison Brown on half-back. Brings it across to Dan Wolford. Dan's got a bit of space. Straight down the line, but he's got no one to kick it to. And it's going to go out of bounds.
Yeah, Jack Burgermeister finishing the game the way he started it, strongly in control of the defence at Waikerie. Had a pretty good game. Made little or no mistakes and had a large effect. Boom, drives it up the wing. Looking for, but drops in. Gartery drops in and takes the mark for Renmark. Straight away to Johnson. Toby, he drives it forward into their forward line. Out it comes. This time Bruce. Handball to Truscott. Truscott drives it up the middle of the ground, but only Renmark players in the middle. Can they work it out between them?
Harry Papa Georges there. He's got a bit of space. Looks for Morgan Edwards, who's pretty tired. Got tackled without it. Umpire says play on. Gets it back up off the deck.
You can't go backwards, fellas. Your goals are at the other end.
A bit of ground. Finds Brown in the middle. Drops short of Lellman, but he got the bounce. Handball back to Lellman. They're conceding a lot of ground here, Renmark. They bomb this one back to centre wing. Oh, dropped out the back.
The young fella under a bit of pressure there. This time through goes Ryan Turner. So he probably had the better of his opponents on this wing all day, although it's been pretty good contest between him and the two or three that have rotated through the wing for Renmark.
Can't help but think every time there's a ball up, it's just more time getting eaten out of this game.
Yeah. Nitschke takes possession and then takes the tackle. It'll be a ball up here on centre wing.
10 points the margin.
Time running out for the Rovers. Waikerie looking to go 3-0 to start the season in the best fashion. Through comes Ben Smith for Waikerie. Can't get it out of there. Spenceley tries to get hold of it. Also tries for a free kick, but gets neither. Doesn't get the ball, doesn't get the free kick.
Heusler off the bottom there.
Yeah, another ball. He's had a solid last quarter.
Comes at the business end of the season. That's what's good to see. Now the Magpies, Nash Andrew couldn't quite clear that one out. Lockie Lellman desperate for it in there too.
Umpire says, I'll have it. As time ticks away here at the Waikerie Oval, with Waikerie leading 6-13-49 to Renmark 6-3-39 on the very better scoreboard. A very tight contest today, a very tough contest, and Waikerie, you can't help but think maybe should be a bit further in front if they kick straight. Eventually comes out of the pack, drives Waikerie forward with a floater, but only as far as Ricky Garrett takes hold of the ball, then takes the tackle. The umpire says, I will ball this up.
49 plays, 39 on the very better scoreboard. And it's been a big afternoon of footy, that's for sure. Thanks to McDonald's. Renmark here at 5RM. Lockie Winner, Nobby Norton, your commentators this afternoon. Lellman now out the back of the pack. Couldn't quite get a teammate. Nayshanger off the deck, gets a hand away, but it's Renmark that get a kick inside and a mark taken from Declan Johnson for the Rovers. He's moving it on quickly. He knows the urgency. Looks for Lachlan Keynes out wide. Can't quite.
Sanford covered him all day.
Now it's on the turnover. Renmark bomb it back the other way, and Nobby, your man, Sam Hannaford.
Playing a little
Courageous mark.
Playing a little bit of end-to-end there with Lockie Lellman. He kicked it to Lellman then kicked it back to him. They're just trying to get their stats up, some of these guys.
Always got the socks up, Sam Hannaford.
Yeah.
Your kind of footballer, Nobby Norton.
He's just played his way back into our team of the week, I think, Lockie.
Well, could be. We'll have to ask the other selectors. It is a panel.
Yep.
Up to half forward now for Waikerie, but Renmark take a mark, and Harrison Brown with it. Gets the short kick away to Declan Johnson.
Had a good day.
Square.
He's had a good day, done plenty.
He's going to have to move it on quickly.
It's been so indirect. They've been forced to go so indirect, Renmark. Haven't been able to get the ball through half forward.
Now it's up to Keynes at half forward, who took a mark unopposed.
Yeah, Waikerie laying back off this behind the footy with extras back
Bombs
here. And here he is.
Looks for Stevens,
Here he is.
but mark taken in defence.
Here he is, Jack Burgermeister.
Burgermeister for the Magpies.
He's been unstoppable. And they haven't been able to get past him, over him or around him today.
He's played his role and just kicks it down the line like a good defender does. Pack mark, over the back goes Hilton. Does the big fend off. Handball over the top to Brad Truscott. And the Waikerie Magpies win back the Gil Lehman Cup in what was a thrilling afternoon of Riverland footy. Waikerie 6-13-49, defeating at the Renmark Rovers 6-3-39. A 10-point victory to the Waikerie Magpies. We will go around the grounds and wrap everything up right here at Riverland footy right after this. But the Magpies are in town for 2026.
Footy's home ground.